I'm a big fan of punishing enemy attacks. For example, counters are fun because we benefit for predicting enemy attacks and punish them for that. Even further, negation is extremely powerful in the world of Deepwoken, with things like Tranquil Circle disabling all and any mantra usage for a set amount of time. But those punishment tools cost a lot. They take up mantra space or waste some of our stat points, and that can be expensive. There's another way to automatically punish abilities, and it has to do with a recent Deepwoken bell, so let's investigate. What's up guys, it's Punchy, and today we'll be testing the true power of the Smite Resonance, which is one of the latest additions in Deepwoken. The Smite bell is very interesting, and it also looks really cool, and it's worth mentioning that it is one of the only, if not the only bell that changes appearances when corrupted, and I love that. There's also quite a few variants with the Smite bell that we'll get into today, and this bell is very good for several reasons. First of all, on activation, the player will spawn several floating orbs that auto-track onto enemies and deal decent damage, so each of these orbs seems to deal blunt damage and is generally hard to react to. Blocking, dodging, and parrying are valid responses to this bell. Yeah, there's definitely counterplay, but in combat you'll most likely be stacking these auto-aim orbs on top of normal pressure, which makes some of this damage essentially confirmed and, hard to deal with. Talking about damage, each variant has a different amount of orbs that can spawn. Sometimes you have 2, 3, even 4 with a normal version of this bell. In my testing, I didn't see much difference with the damage, like it's very random. For example, if you have 2 orbs, it can still deal the same amount if you had 3 orbs. It's just like, it's luck. It basically just luck. With the corrupt variant, damage and orb amount will increase, and I'm not too impressed by the individual damage of each orb yet. In combat, this will add up and be, pretty substantial. That being said, it does stack with other attacks and modifiers, it auto-aims, and it's hard to react to, and that's what makes it powerful. What's interesting about this bell is that it will automatically shoot every 3 seconds, dealing damage without stunning players. So it's a bit unfortunate that this bell does not cancel mantras or M1s, but it is pretty powerful by itself. The entire purpose is adding this bell on top of other passive mantras like Gaze, which stuns enemies, or Glare, which prevents all movement, which guarantees this damage while letting you combo players like normal. Essentially, the Smite bell is purely passive damage and passive pressure. It doesn't cancel moves, but it will punish players just for existing, and I think that's valid in its own right. Would I recommend getting a corrupted version of this bell? Yes, I do think it is pretty good, but if you can't get a corrupt version of Smite, try to get a variant with a high orb count to prioritize pressure over damage. If you have more projectiles, players will act more often, causing them to mess up, make more mistakes, and you aren't punished at all. Like, this is completely zero risk and makes players react way more often, and they get hit more. That's all for right now, but seriously, I think this bell is one of the best that we've gotten in a very, very long time, and make sure to like and subscribe because large projects are on the way. Have a good one. It's punchin' time.